Hello, my beautiful babes with the unambiguous phenotype and dark skin shade. Now, I know you are wondering who the hell are the QuickSand people? And no, I promise that's not some new creature off of creepypasta. A QuickSand person, and yes, that is a term that came from my feminine creative mind. A quicksand person is someone who seems trustworthy, but after you get to know them, they make your life a living hell. They become emotionally draining and they are extremely difficult to be around. Just like how real quicksand pulls you down, quicksand people tend to pull others into their problems and their negativity. Quicksand people will try to force you into their toxic behaviors, and they will make it their life's mission to physically, emotionally, and mentally drain you. Quicksand people are emotionally draining. If you ever need to drain your emotions, call them because they're pros at emotionally draining people. Quicksand people constantly demand your time, your energy, and your emotional resources, and they never reciprocate. So, if you find yourself constantly giving your time, your energy, your money, and your emotional resources to someone, and they're not doing the same for you in return, then yeah, you, my friend, are dealing with a quicksand person. The second way you can tell someone is a quicksand person is if they are manipulative. Quicksand people will use guilt, fear, and unrealistic obligations to get you to do what they want. These type of people only keep you around to serve their agenda. Remember, babes, you get nothing out of being in a relationship with a quicksand person. And that could be a business relationship, a romantic relationship, a friendship. Quicksand people come in all forms, albeit your family, your friends, your boss, anyone. Another way to tell if someone is a quicksand person is check for unstable or unpredictable behavior. Quicksand people are erratic. With quicksand people, you have to literally walk on glass eggshells. They have this weird, annoying way of creating and exaggerating problems. The most annoying part of this is that they expect you to fix the problems that they themselves created. And when you put up a boundary by telling them, no, go solve your own problems, then they will try to make it seem as though you're the problem. Besides forcing you to solve their problems, quicksand people are also really codependent and clingy. They heavily rely on you in an excessive and codependent way. They try to make you feel responsible for their well-being and success. So, a quicksand person, if they're not succeeding, then they'll either force you to make them successful or they'll downright blame you for why they're not successful. If someone is basically making you their lifeline, then you, my friend, are definitely dealing with a quicksand person. Although quicksand people are difficult, there are actually several very easy ways to overcome a quicksand person. Okay, first, you must set boundaries. You have to be confident enough to limit the time and the energy you spend with them. Be clear about this limit and stick to it. It's also a good idea to let them know the consequences they'll face if they don't respect this boundary. Now, as a babe, another important lesson to note is that you also must always stick to your consequences. Actions speak louder than words. If you're not respecting the boundaries and consequences you put into place, then a quicksand person certainly isn't. Also, when dealing with a quicksand person, always prioritize yourself and never feel guilty about doing so. A quicksand person's goal is to suck you out of your self-care. They also want to convince you that all of your personal resources belongs to them and that all your personal resources should just be spent on them and only them. But keep in mind, babes, quicksand people actually teaches us the importance of setting and sticking to boundaries without feeling guilty about it. If you've concluded that there's a quicksand person in your life, then follow the advice in this video to a T. As a babe, you can't let a quicksand person derail you from your goals. Your ultimate goal is to live a life where you do what you want, whenever you want, however you want, all while staying pretty and optimistic. Always remember that, and I'll see you next video. Smooches. Smooches.